Welcome back to Uncharted 3. So yeah, now that we finally find out where the boat where Sully is, let's get to it.
And try not to die.
Shit.
Will that be something? After I say that, he immediately dies. Ow.
Well, crap.
Ah.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah.
And they're all gonna try to shoot me, so... Alright, what I recommend is sitting here, because it's actually a really good place to take cover, and just shoot them off from here. Especially because there's a couple snipers, so it's really dangerous.
Alright.
Snipers, my worst enemy.
Well, it's a shame, because if you had an Xbox One or a capable PC, I would gladly have given you Quantum Break, since that's the easiest cover-based shooter I've ever played.
But Pedro, it's not a cover-based shooter. It's a pseudo cover-based shooter.
Yeah, true. I forgot. Sorry, silly me.
Ironic because
Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on. All right. Let's see. No snipers, so I guess we're good.
Up Nathan goes. Where will he stop? The game knows.
All right.
I try my best to subvert these kind of things.
Now we have to
Fair
climb.
point.
Now we have to climb all the way up. Let's go.
Also, Pedro loves spinny camera movements.
It's mostly. Oh, hold on. It's mostly to show off the scenery.
I'm going to be doing a lot of that during 4.
Yes, especially considering the scenery in 4. Jesus Christ, the scenery.
Uh-oh. The guy's coming. What they do? Surprised the guy didn't shout, "Hey, Drake's here!" Guards, I hear fist punching and stuff.
It's probably some guy hitting a punch bag.
And BA827 isn't answering his walkie-talkie.
Come on, put some muscle into it, Nate.
Oh wait, the same Metal Gear, is it?
No.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Let
Hey,
me guess. Don't
go with Hadas.
Let me guess. Don't fall in the water.
Chapter 14, Rough Seas.
It's like, let me guess. If you fall in the water, you instantly die.
No, remember, Dwebs, you can swim in this game. This is not Sonic Unleashed, where Sonic is somehow allergic to water.
Well, he can't swim.
I know, but in previous games he's been able to at least go in water, even if he couldn't swim.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Oh, I thought I was going to die there for a second.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, if
power of my grenade launcher, motherfuckers!
Well, if I was playing Crushing Difficulty, that definitely would have killed me.
The difficulty I'll never play on.
Crushing.
it's funny, Shuri, because you're the one doing the genocide run on Undertale.
Well, but that's an
Yeah,
RPG,
but-
isn't it? So it's a
And
bit...
also, there are only 2 instances where that route is actually difficult. That's one
Yeah.
thing you need to think about.
Well, you're also doing the hard mode too,
The hard mode doesn't exist.
but it does exist actually. And to be fair, for what it is, there is a notable increase in difficulty up to the end of it.
That's
It's almost
true.
like it's a video game.
And to be fair, Shuri, those 2 instances of increased difficulty in genocide are no joke. Although, yeah, I will admit it is kind of
they're not.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
okay.
be using a guide for the latter.
Here's a little piece
Okay.
of thing. The cool thing about this particular level is that Naughty Dog specifically built a new software system to specifically render the water physics and how the boats ventilate because of the waves.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Pedro, while there's not much going on in the way of plot, is there anything on Uncharted 4 I should try my best to highlight?
Everything.
I forget. Did they reference the Marco Polo running gag?
Yeah, they did.
All right, highlight that then.
Basically, Dibs, trust me when I say this, highlight everything in that game because...
Well, everything that I can.
In fact, in the part, is it in this one? I don't think it's in this one. It is actually. It is actually. In fact, it's interesting you say that because in this very same part, we're going to get this game's iteration of the Marco Polo running gag.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be playing the Navy soundtrack from Gunman Clive 2 for this level.
In the Navy, you get to
Not
sell
that
17
Navy soundtrack.
in the Navy.
But,
come
yeah,
on,
that
Joe,
joke
who
also
wouldn't want-
works.
But
Yeah,
Joe,
that joke also works.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, who doesn't want the village people?
Oh crap!
Well, shoot, you would have had us there if you were a better
I get
Can't
it.
shot.
be
Get
any
it.
worse than Nirvana.
Do you ever get it? Shoot.
It's a good thing his aim is about as good as a stormtrooper.
Actually, even worse. Even a stormtrooper can get a point-blank shot like that in the back.
I don't know about the bonus
I'm not
view.
sure about that.
I don't know
Well,
about the bonus view. Apparently, we found out you can make a good orchestral version of "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Well, you can make that. It just depends on whether you're good at it or not. It's just that. But then again, oh damn it! The boat
It's
is
probably the only.
The boat has sailed,
Yeah.
so now this is going to be complicated.
It's probably the only version of the song Pedro will listen to.
Like I said, I don't really like even the melody itself, so whatever.
But come on, that melody. Who can remember that wonderful, complex melody? Hello, hello, hello.
Well, those are the lyrics. There's like
Yeah, but lyrics can have a little melody.
whatever. The point is, I don't like that song.
Oh, you almost made it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if this were me,
There you
I'd
go.
just be running through here
Now we have to go in
ignoring-
this boat. First, we have to kill this guy so he can stop signaling the others.
Then again, if this were me, I'd probably
Yeah,
just
only
be-
without me. Oh shit!
Oh.
It's never that easy, is it? Whoa! Crap!
Oh, crap. And Nate died.
And that was Uncharted for everybody. Oh.
Good game. Good game.
But how come Uncharted 4 exists?
Time paradox.
Time paradox.
Watch Uncharted 4 is actually a what if scenario. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh.
alley-oop.
Alright, let's try that again.
That's like a fail. That's like if an action scene that did a dud.
You know, it's
Yeah.
going to be funny if Dweebs manages to actually ace Uncharted 4 for his playthrough.
In the day that is it
Okay.
Java? It says something.
I can't judge since I haven't.
Pedro, do I hear the sound of a wager coming on?
You see, Jova, it says a lot when even Dwebs is laughing at what you just said.
Pedro, do I hear a
He
wager
was
coming
the
on?
first to laugh, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
See,
Again, Pedro, do I hear a wager coming on?
no, thank you.
You see, it shows, though, when Pedro's not willing to bet on it.
I'm not going to bet on it because I don't want to, not because I think I'll lose.
Man overboard.
There we go.
We don't care, we're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Also, we're the
This
mooks. We
reminds
weren't
me.
programmed
This
to
reminds,
care.
this reminds me of a joke that I saw during one of them YouTube game show blooper videos. It was on that Celebrity Squares show, and the question was, if a man falls overboard on a boat, you yell "man overboard." Now, what should you yell if a woman falls overboard? And the guy said, "Full speed ahead." Very creative, isn't he?
Yeah.
Although I will admit, it did get a laugh out of me.
There we go.
It's one of those tongue-in-cheek jokes.
But of course.
I got a shotgun.
Haha. Good thing I
What
saved
do
this.
you have?
Good thing I saved this. Shit, the boat is starting to explode.
Wait, what?
They're trying to sink me with the boat, kill me with the boat.
Clever.
So basically, what we have to do now is jump from boat to boat until we reach the boat what we actually want to go to. Yes, that's what we're going to do.
I mean, what's next? Are you going to jump from plane to plane?
No, Dibs. That's when we get to the desert part of the game.
All right. I mean, that's what I meant for later on in the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, gotta raise the bar after that train chapter from the second game.
Or if they made an Uncharted 5, it'd just be like, this is like the main
Well,
character jumping.
Lost Legacy technically takes place after Uncharted 4, so...
No, guys, I got it. In Uncharted 5, crap, I've forgotten their names, sorry. What are the main characters' names? Chloe and...
Nadine.
And Chloe and Nadine go to space and they jump from space shuttle to space shuttle.
Okay, so basically what's happening is those guys on the boat on the left are trying to basically, again, like you said, take down the boat and kill me with it. So what I actually have to do here is use basically I have to take them out before they do to me. How, you ask? Simple, fucking rocket launcher. But I'm actually going to try to at least what is it, Wibbs?
Aiming's a bit difficult, I can imagine.
No, actually, it's not. I mean, come on, Wibbs, look at it. It's a big target. Are you telling me you couldn't hit that boat?
I know, but you're moving around all over the place. And
No, trust me, it's really easy.
Oh, that thing's huge.
I mean, look at it. Come on, you're telling me that you can't aim at that?
And you can hit it anywhere, right?
So,
Yes, you can.
Twibs.
Oh,
Take
okay,
a
that's
note.
fine then.
Take a note, Twibs. Sure, I can hit that easily. I mean, can you hit it easily?
it depends
Like
on
I
whether...
said, it's under the condition of like where you have to hit it. But if you can hit it anywhere, then yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, this doesn't come across while watching it. Only if you're playing it. But the way the physics work with the water really works really well because it really makes you feel like you're actually on a plane. Sorry, a boat in a storm.
Hey, Nate, here's the smart thing. Aim for below the water so it'll sink.
But it'll take forever to sink, Jove.
All right, time to abandon ship.
But yeah, so Pedro, what would be your reaction if it turns out Shiro could aim better than Dwibs?
Chapter 14, cruising for a bruising. Ha 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 ha.
Honestly,
pleaded the fifth.
I wouldn't know what to say. 'Cause
Cruising for a
I don't
bruising.
want to...
Hey guys, the chapter is called "Cruising for a Bruising." Ha ha, Amy, you're so clever, Amy.
Yeah.
You were saying Dwibs and Shiro?
I wouldn't know what to say, mostly because I'm sure you guys know me and my bad habit of saying stuff that shouldn't really be said.
All right, so moving on. Yeah, what Nate just said. We gotta get to the upper deck.
Wow, this ship looks rich
I can be a bit
enough. Surely this must be the flag one.
I can be a bit outspoken at times, but I don't think I'm an arsehole.
All right, no, that's me, Dwibs. Anyway,
Pedro, Squirm's resident arsehole.
oh shit.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Well, might as well roll with it at this point.
Yeah. Okay, now we can get to the other deck. Okay. Steady.
There we
it's
go.
a shame that this isn't the Queen Zenobia. This would be the perfect time for an Uncharted and Resident Evil crossover.
Oh yeah, recently I've been watching footage of GoldenEye Rogue Agent to do a little bit of research as to what the game's like.
Hey, yeah, you're the one playing that game, right?
Yes, I am.
What system are you going to be using?
PS2. And it looks really boring.
I think I heard that game gets better, or maybe that's a different GoldenEye I'm thinking of.
Nah, Joe, the problem I'm seeing with Rogue Agent is the levels go on forever.
Oh, that GoldenEye.
I can't remember what Bond games I actually owned.
I don't get it. Why are there so many Golden Eye games out of all the James Bond
I'm pretty
titles?
sure I own
recognise
one
it.
of those.
It's a recognizable name. Oh, and the plot just sounds like a Bond fanfic. The villains are fighting each other, and you play a Bond bad guy. Grrr.
Wait, you play a Bond bad guy instead of
that.
Bond himself?
See this?
Yeah.
I just got rewarded for my stealth kill.
Oh my god, you're talking about that game. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and do you know the reason why the game's called GoldenEye?
because it has Bond in it, but you don't play as him because
Because they're trying to cash in on the fact that GoldenEye 64.
Actually, it's even sillier than that.
Well,
They actually stuck a golden eye in there somewhere.
Yes, he did actually. The guy has a golden eye.
So, what involvement does James Bond even have in that game? I forgot.
He makes a cameo at the start and then he dies.
What? They killed James Bond in a James
sounds
Bond
legit.
game.
Well, Jova, in the first Mission Impossible movie, they killed the main character of the show.
Okay.
And
To
be fair, Jova,
and he
Rogue-
played a big prominence in that.
and also
What is-
Jova, in Rogue Agent, to be fair, it was a training simulation.
What? Wait. So, what point is there even to that game then?
To show that apparently the guy we're playing as has inexcusable tactics, even though he tried to help Bond.
This is actually one of the hardest shooting sections in the game because there's not that many places to hide, and it's a pretty open area. So the guys can come from anywhere. So it's a good idea to be constantly on the move and spinning the camera like I'm doing, so you can always get a good sense of where they are.
You know what's sad?
What?
What?
Is the fact that thanks to the fact that this at least plays like your usual cover system, this still feels like it would be easier than trying to figure out the train wreck of controls that Beyond Two Souls tried to do in a training sim of this version.
See, the thing is, Joe, the problem is that when you play that game, you're usually expecting it to play like a game. Silly you, Jova.
I mean, wow. I mean, I've
What is
never
this
been.
game shit?
I mean, there are a few games that have insulted me as much as that game has. I mean, it's not just about it's trying something different and new. No, it's a game that tries to be this sort of game, but then tries to do in this.
Let's just say
I don't even
Telltale
wanna
does
call
it.
it
Telltale does
new.
it. Let's just say Telltale does it better. Well, to be fair,
Yeah.
Jova. Well, yeah, Beyond Two Souls is definitely not new, but Heavy Rain did pave the way for Telltale's games. So there's that. But that's about it. Yeah, Beyond Two Souls is completely pointless when Telltale does this sort of thing much better.
Oh, and guys, do you know what else I found out about GoldenEye Rogue Agent?
But
Half the levels go on for over an
hold
hour.
on, Lips. That guy right there. Seriously, that guy has a very powerful chain gun, and he has a fucking steel armor, so which makes him really hard to take down. He can take a lot of shots before he dies.
Okay, headcanon. He got the chain gun from Pinstripe Porteroo, and he got the armor from Dr. Engine.
Oh, and in the back, and right there in the distance, there's a guy with a rocket launcher. So be careful with that as well.
Anyway, I was just gonna say, GoldenEye Rogue Agent's levels are here go on for like way over an hour.
Now, that's not to say that certain games can't pull off that concept well. Stuff Attorney or Project Cross Zone 2 from what I played. Those can actually have levels that go on for a long time, but the thing is that
There you
those
go.
levels are integrated with story.
I love killing enemies with their own grenades.
Yeah, bombs away.
In this kind of scenario, I'm the kind of person who would just loiter around for ages, being incredibly fucking paranoid to even move my head.
Die! There you go. I just took down his armor. And he killed him. Yes.
Well, sure, you must have some shooter instincts if you're a Splatoon ace.
Well, it's basically one of those things where instead of aiming with the gamepad, you just use the control stick. I mean, it's not really that much different from playing Splatoon.
Oh,
when you get
I
right
know.
down
I'm
to
talking
it.
about her. I'm talking about her playstyle, though. I mean, well, she
Oh.
must have something of a knack for parts like this, if she's a Splatoon ace.
So yeah, now I got the guy's actual chain gun. So as
I do use enemies' weapons against them when you've earned it.
yeah, but again, as you can tell, it's really heavy, and Nate can walk slowly with it, so it's a good idea to.
Can he jump with it, though?
Jova?
Not to mention, you cannot have. Go ahead, Joe. What is it?
Yes, sure.
Oh, no, you finish, Pedro.
Sure responded to Pedro asking for me. Shiroy, are you planning?
I'm not saying anything. Just go ahead and say whatever,
Are you
Shiro.
planning to be the new me or something?
No, I was just gonna respond to you, Jova.
Go ahead.
No, see, okay, I am pretty good with aim, but most of the time I'm one of those assholes who activates my shield when someone is trying to kill me.
Of course.
Well, that's kind of the point of a shield.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you ever heard someone say, "I'm not going to activate my shield. I'll just let you kill me"?
Yeah.
Hold on,
like I'm gonna
hold on,
buy-
Webs. Here we go.
I know you'll be surprised
Hold
how,
on, Shiro.
how
Yeah, thanks, Ramses. And here we are. Look, a pool.
Let's
Yay!
jump in.
Well,
You'd
it's
be
kind of a bit
surprised
hard
how-
to swim in
how
it.
people like we are in Splatoon.
Who are you talking to?
Nate, we've been.
Marco!
Nate, there's nobody around. No one can answer you. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, Nate, but there's no women to play around in the pool
This
with
is a
this
cool
time.
pool.
Yeah.
Hey, who wouldn't want to pull that sloshes from side to side?
Anyway, Shu, what were you going to say about shields?
No, all I was saying is you'd be surprised how much people like me are hated in the Splatoon community.
Oh no! your shield.
How dare she use a shield to make sure she doesn't die?
I'm guessing that shields are a good combo way to fake them out.
Well, it's basically the idea of activating it last minute so I kill them.
And now everybody,
Brilliant.
behold, this is how would happen if the Titanic gone even more horribly wrong than it did in terms of sinking.
Really?
Oh boy.
Wow. Okay,
Went
that's
pretty shit. So how bad can this be?
Well, let's
That's
just say they took advantage of the fact that the ship is slipping to create some amazing set pieces in the next. We'll see in the next part.
wait. The ship's sinking? Oh shoot!
Well, okay, fine. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Not quite yet, but in the next part it will.
Oh god, I just
Wow,
realized.
Pedro,
if,
is Spoiler Arena afflicting you again?
It's gameplay, not story. So
if Shiori and I do like a recording of us fighting each other on Splatoon 2, who do you think is going to win?
Me.
Shiroi, because unlike you, Shiroi is actually good at shooters apparently.
Hey, isn't that?
Splatoon.
You see, Shiroi. Ain't it ironic? Shiroi's the best at aiming out of us.
Well,
Ironic.
what am I the best at out of all this?
You're
You're
the-
the best
Get it.
at you're the best at
yeah.
rushdown. So you would basically.
Ironic.
So let's see. You're the best
Get
at
out of the
rushdown.
corner,
So
guys.
you would be like.
Webs, is
no.
there a type of game that I think you're good at?
Sports games.
All right, then you're the sports guy.
So, like I said, you'd be the rushdown then. So, in terms of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you'd be like the Zero.
Well, I don't really play fighting games.
Really? Huh.
You see, guys, this is what would have happened if Jack had guns and just went on ape shit to the people trying to take him and Rose.
Oh, it's
No.
funny you mentioned that, Pedro.
No, Pedro. This is what it would have been like if James Cameron were in his Terminator / what was that other film he did with Arnie?
You know,
The True Lies.
You know, it's fun.
If Cameron were in his True Life / Terminator mode.
it's funny you mentioned that, Pedro. There's a certain video game based on the movie called Titanic.
Yeah, I know about
And
that.
it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up,
Yeah, I know that.
but Shiro and Dwibs don't know.
Ah, okay, sure.
Well, now we do.
Basically, guys, believe it or not, there's actually a side-scrolling beat-em-up where you can play as Jack or Rose and beat up everyone on your way up to get off the sinking ship.
Because when I think Titanic, I think scrolling beat 'em ups.
I'm kind of there were quite a few deleted scenes from that movie that I kind of wish they kept in. Speaking of fighting, like where Jack gets back at that asshole butler.
Who knows? Maybe one day, if Peter Jackson gets a hold of that movie somehow, he'll create a super special, awesome extended edition that goes for like 4 hours, and he'll get all your deleted scenes.
I'm really surprised that James Cameron hasn't, over.
All right, hold on. Let me explain this. Basically, I did a little jump cut because I actually died because this is actually this is actually one of the hardest shooting sections in the game because this is the bandits decide to ambush you and they have very powerful guns, so it's you really have to be careful in this section.
I'd make a joke about Quantum Break
and I got a trophy. Go
I'd
ahead.
make a joke about Quantum Break desensitizing you to actually having to try these sort of games, but you probably recorded this well before Quantum Break.
Yes. Well,
In July.
more or less at the same time, I think. But whatever.
Really? Huh, maybe that could work. Basically, sure, Quantum Break desensitizes anyone shooting maneuvers.
It's a cover-based shooter without a cover system. But okay, fine. I won't go for that again. Let me put it like this.
What I will
Shiro,
bring up
did
is
you
the
know
fact that
Did you notice how after getting hit with some ammo, the screen went black and white? In fact, it's actually kind of going black and
Yeah.
white right now, meaning, of course, that I'm near
Yeah.
death. In Quantum Break, you have to go out of your way to actually, get into this level of danger because the damage ratio is so forgiving. It's insane. In fact, if when you have free time, go check Angry Joe's review of Quantum Break. Angry Joe literally stays perfectly still during a gun shooting section for 10 minutes. He even leaves the room while the game is going on. And there's an NPC who's literally shooting him, except he doesn't actually die, even though he's just standing there for 10 minutes.
And again, Shroy,
Alright.
the big icing on the top, Quantum Break managed to make a game where snipers can miss you. Like, all the time.
Huh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that a game, in order to be fun or even well made, has to be hardballs. I'm not saying every game has to be Dark Souls or something like that. But you have to at least, because if you can't make a game, especially a shooter, like you can't make a game like this way too forgiving. Because if it's way too forgiving, then there's no tension in any of these shooting sections.
And maybe it might have been forgiving if maybe, the game itself was overall fun.
But it's not.
But
That's the thing, Joe. One of the big parts of why the gameplay is not fun is exactly because of the fact that the gunplay is so shallow and way too easy.
It all goes full circle.
Yeah.
Maybe
There's also the
someday
fact
when
that
we're feeling-
the fact that the time powers are so completely inconsequential.
Maybe someday when we are feeling crazy enough, maybe we'll do a Scrim Generations of that game. Though probably not anytime soon.
Well, in that case, Joe, since I played the Xbox One version, and since I've been told that the PC version is actually now officially better than why don't you play it?
Sure, I might get it when it's on sale. Lord knows I'm not paying price for that train wreck.
Well, you better hope, just hope THQ Nordic brings down the price, because they're the distributors of that game.
They will
version.
eventually. Eventually, dudes, everything on Steam gets its discount.
So we have to rely on a Swedish company dressed up as an American one to lower the price.
You
Yeah,
cannot-
we've been in situations.
Well, Dwebs, there are other ways.
Besides Squibs, Europe is the one who's now relying on Deep Silver. The same people who gave out Ride to Hell Retribution and Mighty Number 9 to now be the one who brings you guys your Atlas titles.
Well, to be fair, those games are already made. Deep Silver has nothing to do with the development.
Again, Dwibs, trust me, Deep Silver can mess stuff up no matter what position they're in. Do not underestimate them.
You're more pessimistic than I am.
Dwibs, Ride to Hell Retribution got so bad that, I'm kid you not, at some point, people actually got paid to purchase that game. They were that desperate to get it off of...
Again, Jova, there's a big difference here.
What?
Persona 5 has already long been made.
What
Yeah.
I'm saying, Dwibs, is like, well, don't be surprised if Deep Silver don't exactly make localizing the games their top priority. Because
Again, Jova, Atlas USA are doing a localization, then they're giving it to Deep Silver, then they're just publishing it. That's about it.
Again, Dwibs, considering how Deep Silver, handled actually advertising...
I can feel the pessimism rolling off you.
Anyway,
Sorry, it's just Deep Silver's had a terrible track. That's
in the
didn't
next
know through you.
in the next part we finish the boat section.
So,
See you
yeah.
then.
See you then.